This is just an observation of mine. It's going to sound silly, but if you want to be safe in your neighborhood, you have to be the perfect amount of poor. You don't want to be, in the hood and the slums in complete poverty where people don't have their basic necessities and are struggling to get by day, in which, people will rob their neighbor just to try to get by, or whatever it might be. There's so many problems that come along with extreme poverty. If you're the right amount of poor, you don't have shit worth stealing. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to that middle class or the upper class, you guys got targets on your backs. You got all sorts of gadgets. You got all sorts of everything. Like, we're just like the blue collar working, barely scraping by, but really don't have anything. Might be lucky to go on a vacation once a year, maybe if you're working, some OT. But it literally, if you want to know where people are getting robbed and stuff, it's not in just the poor neighborhoods. Yeah, people are going to have their problems out in the hoods, in the slums, and that's a different story. But if you're the right amount of poor, it's not worth breaking into your house. You don't have shit worth stealing, you know what I'm saying? But you get that middle class, the upper class, you got a target on your back. So I'm just saying. And, real talk too, if you want to stay safe, don't have random ass people in your business, don't have them in your house, and get a fucking dog. Like, get a big dog that barks. That's really going to keep people away. And I know my house has been broken into before, and at the time I was targeted because somebody could clearly see me and was watching my schedule. And this is when I was young. I had got a couple new TVs, and now TVs are nothing, but back then flat screens were worth something. And I put the boxes out at the recycle, and that was my learning lesson. I was like 23 or something then. But the right amount of poor, I'm telling you, that's going to be your safest neighborhood. I swear. People always think that crime doesn't happen in those rich neighborhoods. You're wrong. I feel like you're much more likely to get robbed. And that's why people are out there always panicking all the time, because you got a much larger target on your back. You got shit worth stealing. We don't got jack shit. So be the right amount of poor if you want to stay safe in this world. Otherwise, just know you better have some good security. But people are going to be watching you and your house. And like, the best thing that you can get, in my opinion, is a freaking dog. Like, that'll do it. Who wants to get bit by a big ass German Shepherd? They just don't. So just an observation. And yeah, I'm trying to keep it light here, so don't bring it down. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.